44 teams have been playing 5 days worth of Ultimate Frisbee and has culminated this championship weekend as we have New Zealand against Australia. My name is Jonathan.
Tucker here.
And Mel.
And we are live here from Ayala Alabang Country Field for the Asia Oceanic Ultimate Guts Championship.
Wow, thank you so much, Christian Guerrero. We have New Zealand Manuka, the mixed team, and the Aussie Barramundi mixed team. In a battle of the Southern Hemisphere, I think.
Exactly. It is an ANZ affair. Australia near perfect during the round robin. Just only a loss with Philippine mixed team. But they're here right now. But on the flip side, New Zealand, upset weekend for them so far. As we start the poll here, New Zealand quickly goes down the middle. And now so far, here, hucks it downfield. Quick huck battle here between New Zealand and Australia. Who's got it? Number 11, or 17 rather.
First blood goes to New Zealand Manuka, number 17.
That's
Samantha Ruhlman. Jonathan and Tucker, can you take us through the journey of this New Zealand team, who are the underdogs in this mixed division?
really nice quarterfinal match against the defending champs Philippines mixed team. They end up getting them on Universe Point. And then another Universe win over Singapore yesterday in their semifinal match. Came into this tournament seeded 8th, and they only went 2-2 in pool play. But first point here, big shot, showing that they belong here in the finals.
Definitely deserve their spot. I believe New Zealand is being led by Samantha Ruhlman as well, Haberfield, and as well as from Whitlock.
And Whitlock on that D line right here, number 4. We saw him start out on the D line yesterday in the semifinal. Ended up transitioning towards the O line towards the end of the game, and that was a big momentum shifter that allowed them some easy O points.
Poll is off for New Zealand. Australia's got the chance to tie this game within 1. Early man-to-man defense still showed, but New Zealand quickly slices it through the middle. Stalkout is Ryan. Great upline cut from Australia. Shoots it downfield. Scotland bobbled fingers.
Denied by 61 from the Manukas. Similar playing styles from both teams, wouldn't you say?
They both want to shoot it deep. They've got good, quick movement between their handlers, and they kind of like to set up far away, giving space to the handlers, giving a lot of room for some unders for their cutters as well.
Definitely a lot of big man plays for this final.
Right on cue, the big players making the play for New Zealand. Looking, shoots it to the end zone, and it's read by number 4. Whitlock ties the game, rather gets it for a 2-0 lead.
The Kiwis are so happy to be in this final. This will be their only show at the AOUGC. Of course, the Aussies in their 3rd straight finals match in this tournament so far.
And we called them out, Nicholas Whitlock getting the scoring started early here as he led that D-line for that break. And that pose, we saw it a lot yesterday. If you're new to New Zealand Ultimate, you're going to see that a lot.
They're not exactly a haka.
Not exactly a haka, but they told us yesterday, up the waz. So shout out to New Zealand Rugby.
Up
as
the waz.
Whitlock secures that one. Nice grab.
That was a poor attempt at a Kiwi accent on my part. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Notice from that replay, it was Whitlock who gave the dump and just shoots it downfield, just like telling his partner, just throw it downfield, I got you. Locked in. Early 2-0 lead for Australia. Yet to see a clean O.
Still lots of time, 84 minutes on the clock for the Barramundis to score.
And this game is actually supposedly started around 2 p.m. local time, but a lightning delay has put us this position as Australia quickly knocking down at their end zone, and a layout catch is no good.
Number 19, Daniela Flores, just misses that end zone.
Good bid attempt there. Australia's working it up quickly, but unable to convert. New Zealand a chance to break again, put them up 3.
Layout build is made by Australia. No good. New Zealand keeps that disc alive. This 50-50 won by number 10, Australia. Chance for a score. Gently to the end zone for number 97, Jeremy Ha.
Australia is finally on board, but down 2-1. Still lots of time in the game.
Jeremy Ha from Perth. Ooh, got some club experience with a group called Sublime, and also a part of the Australian U24 team back in 2015 and 2018. So a lot of international experience for Jeremy. A chance to showcase his talents here at AOUGC.
Happening simultaneously along with this match is the women's awarding for the women's division. Third place went to Chinese Taipei, second place went to Japan, and first went to the Aussie Firetails. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations indeed. And just as you mentioned, it's been an Australian affair throughout the Open, women, and now mixed. All of them booked a seat to the finals. Early Australia Open had to settle for a second place against the Philippine Open, and the women's team winning their gold for women's, and now Australia's got the chance to put them 2-1. New Zealand quickly goes to them down the middle. Same defense shown by Australia, and
We have a call.
Call is made indeed.
I think it's a pick away from the disc.
Hawks it again. We've got a sky battle. Looks like New Zealand will get it to go. Number 5, Charles Patterson for the score.
Assisted by Liam Haberfield, the AOUDL player of the New Zealand squad.
They hit that pose once again. Haverford showing that he's a lethal thrower. He did that all throughout the semis. Haverford 8 assists, 1 goal in their semifinal victory over Zero Displacement Singapore. And here, just a beautiful backhand. Really putting it out to space. The receiver does a nice job checking the line, grabbing that disc.
Haberfield, 15 years of playing Ultimate Frisbee, is a personal trainer
From
by
Atlanta,
day.
Georgia.
Exactly, and lateral experience, been part of the Open New Zealand team and U24 team as well. And career highlight, playing for the Hustle in AUDL. And it's showing here.
It's all about Mamba mentality.
Exactly.
As
right.
Liam has said many times before that he really looks up to Kobe. Aussies O-line looking to get a break in this game.
Australia, and a run-through defense made by New Zealand right at their doorsteps.
Kiwi defender out of nowhere gets that disc from the Aussie offensive player.
And shoots it quickly.
Oh, she
Greg-
drops it as well.
Sorry missed there as they were about to get another score, but Australia quickly with a 1-2 punch of their own. Right at the other side of the field. Now on down the middle. Holsters that hook. Fast pass on the other side. Looking for options, but opts to reset. A lot more flow here, Alec, for the Australian teams.
Taking a second to settle in for their O-line. I mean, they've been given a gift, a second opportunity to get a hold, as they're going to attack that break side, put it towards the end zone, and a really nice score for Australia. Beautiful catch from 16, Madeline Owens gets that one for Aussie. It's 2-3, New Zealand leading.
Great response from the Australian team to decrease the deficit by 1. As you look at the replay, amazing threading low pass earlier to set this up.
Both teams wanting to win this division so badly. You can tell from the energy. Just great frisbee out there on the field right now.
As you can see, a lot of spectators all lined up on that end zone witnessing this amazing mixed finals as we culminate or approach the end of this amazing tournament.
5 days of high-level frisbee here in Manila. What a treat for all of us local frisbee fans and local frisbee community.
And especially as well to the online viewers watching this stream on Ultiworld. It's been an amazing experience so far, especially for me. I believe you guys have had a blast just commenting the different games, so I'm extremely blessed to be part of this booth.
Troy Stevenson now is going to shoot one for Haverfield. And Haverfield, the assist man, gets a goal of his own.
Kissing
from number
the disc.
15, Troy Stevenson, kissing it and then giving it a kick. A little love and a little violence.
That's love-hate. That's like a real relationship right there.
And that iconic pose once again from the Kiwis. Haverfield so far has his imprints all over this game, ladies and gentlemen.
Kiwis looking very comfortable out there. Haverfield just dominating over his Aussie defender.
2 assists, 1 goal, 4 points for New Zealand, up 2 here. Their O-line is rolling. Can their D-line get another break and keep pulling away?
We'll see from...
We have a
looks like-
timeout called, so we will be back in a few.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat.
Welcome back. Mixed final. Final game of this 5-day tournament here in Manila. AOUGC coming to a close. Thank you all for joining us here live in Ultiworld. New Zealand jumping out ahead quickly. 4-2 lead against Australia as they're set to pull.
74 minutes left in the match. Sorry, my mic was all the way on my head.
No worries.
Just so distracted by everything that's happening on the field.
We see Whitlock once again lining up. He's been a star for this New Zealand team so far this tournament.
A hard nut to crack. The Philippine team was not able to crack the code of this New Zealand team when they gelled together.
Is still at shock at that result, but we are here now. New Zealand has earned their spot. Pass was a little low, but 22 was able to get it. Looks for an upline cock. Diving catch from Australia.
Near the end zone line here. Swinging it around. Great handler movement. Zachariah really running things as Australia gets a score number 17, Maximilian.
We have a travel call on the assist.
Travel indeed has been called, so 22 Kevin Dang is in between that call. He's now discussing, as you can see there, first time playing Ultimate Frisbee. It is a self-officiating game, but the person in the green jersey is one of our game advisors who's been working hard all throughout this tournament. Will provide her personal point of view. So we're seeing here live on the stream.
There's a difference between a game advisor and a referee.
That's correct. So with game advisors, really, they just provide an unbiased opinion.
But they are not allowed to make a decision on any and affect the outcome.
At the end of the day, both players involved in the call will decide. As you can see here, quick play.
Oh, overthrown by the handler. Kiwi's out to see another break.
Unforced error there. Unfortunate as that travel call forced them to reset the disc. But a nice D here.
Almost Callahan, Tucker.
An incredible defense and an easy flip to the end zone. Maximilian gets this one. Number 17.
That was an almost Callahan by Holly Reeve. Just a few inches away from the end zone. Exciting stuff coming out of the Aussie.
Great response after that turnover. Score is 4-3.
Great D by Holly there. Stepping in front. And just a nice patient flip to the end zone, letting Maximilian run up to it.
The Aussies are fired up. Score is now 4-3.
So far, amazing game that we have on the stream and live here from Ayala Alabang Country Field. So look at the Kiwis lined up as well as the Australian team. They will look, let's see how their defense responds and try to shorten the gap. And the pull is off here.
Really big point for the D-line. Got to try to tie this game up. Shut down that momentum that New Zealand had early. But this O-line loves to shoot it. They throw up another one. Haverfield gets it again. Not sure if he was in. He's going to have to take it at the front line.
And here has a chance to get the score for New Zealand and gets it to go. Number 5, Patterson with his second goal.
Loving that connection between Haverfield and Patterson. I think that was the second connection at the end zone.
Indeed, yes, you are correct there, Mel.
And Haverfield really taking advantage of his matchup, cutting deep twice in a row now. And after he gets that score, he's just going to walk it back to the front line. Nice throw to Patterson. This New Zealand O-line, dangerous, lethal. They are flying all over the field here.
Great patience from Haberfield, just waiting for that 1-2 juke or cut from Patterson. Just simple pass to the end zone. Score is 5-3 with New Zealand up by 2.
It's going to be Zoe Reisner.
3-4 ratio at the moment, so it's going to be Zoe's pull.
The pull is off. Australian O-line catches a dig. Great pull all the way, forces the Australian all the way to their end zone. And will have to work their way up. Down the middle, quick to the other side. Floats it to the air. Is it good? Number 16 pulls it in at the edge of their end zone, looking for options. Reset is initially stopped, but 36 looks it to number 0, and it's good! Chodos with the score!
Zachariah Chodos right there for his Aussie handler.
And a great female to female put there. Good deep backhand that put Australia right in front of their end zone. Zachariah ends up with the score.
So great read there by number 16. And 36, Stoddard with a threading pass.
Good patience here. The stall count definitely was getting up there. But kept her eyes on her target. Gave a nice fake. Handler was able to get the nice dump.
I'm hoping to see Australia strikes their own pose once they get a score. So our Kiwi is winning that game.
You know what we haven't seen yet in this game? It's a hammer.
Exactly.
No one has thrown any hammers or scoobers yet.
Shows the presence of mind of these players. They know that this is the final, not a choice, not the place to be flashy. You just want to secure the win. It's going to be all up to this Aussie D-line. They need to get a break here as they're down by 1.
As that Benj would say, one of our co-commentators who's doing his sideline reporting, are you not entertained? And looking for those hammer throws, but shortly New Zealand quickly moves the disc. Now 3/4 of the field. Swings it to the middle. Now with number 99, Ireland.
Yard by yard, moving that disc up ahead.
Oh, a bit there from Australia, but great sticky hands from New Zealand. 21 looking for options, looking downfield. Zitz got air and read perfectly again by number 37. Haberfield with a score.
Slowly but surely bringing that disc up on the field and into the end zone, into the hands of Haberfield. Great confidence being displayed by the Kiwis, the New Zealand Manukas mixed team.
And he just saw the space there in the back of the end zone. Gave him a lot of time to cut. Kind of a clear out. He just put it out there for him. Good read. Haberfield is able to reel it in. And he's been all over the field today. 2 goals, 2 assists. As we mentioned yesterday in the semifinal, 8 assists, 1 goal. Really making a case for New Zealand's MVP.
New Zealand up 6-4, 65 minutes in the match. Australia and O-line to receive.
It'll be a race to 15, depending on how the hard cap or the time will expire. We'll see if that will change the point gap as New Zealand starts to pull. Up by 2, Australia. So far, having a little trouble keeping their offense clean, and that's due to the fact the relenting defense from New Zealand. Cheeky high back release to open up the field for Australia.
Just as we said, there were no fancy throws. Zachariah putting a nice scuba over the top, because New Zealand's coming out in a bit more of a zone look here for this D point. And despite being down, Australia has stayed composed and calm this entire match, this entire first half. They know that the game is long. They know they still have a chance to make a comeback.
10 points played with 64 minutes left in the match. Definitely a lot of time left. Anything can still happen in this gold medal division final.
Still having a hard time. Credit to New Zealand's defense. Upline cut is perfect for Australia. Fakes that pass. 36 looking for options. Opts to reset to 22. Swings it all the way to number 13, Osmond. Handler movement is good here for number 21, Fleming, for her first score.
And that was actually great defense by New Zealand, sticking with that zone look throughout the whole point, really putting the pressure on Australia to be perfect. Credit to Australia, they were patient, they swung the disc, and Fleming with her first goal of the match.
Let's see that again.
Quick play. Just an east-west movement. Trying to keep New Zealand's offense honest. Good defense, but better offense there. Cuts the deficit 2-1.
And if you're new to Ultimate, much like basketball, you want to try to get horizontal movement in order to get vertical. So you swing the disc around in order to get it more upfield.
New Zealand still up by 1. The Australians looking to break. Let's see if they'll get their chance at this point.
As they're 2 points away from half, or will Australia rally something here? Australia still in that man-to-man defense.
Actually, more of a zone look here
Correct.
from Australia.
Thanks for correcting me there, yes.
Doing a good job of mixing it up and putting some pressure. Kind of leaving the mark here. And you can see New Zealand having to make some adjustments, so a nice job of victory for Australia as almost getting the D there and in a competitive bid, but New Zealand sticks with it.
Haberfield with the disc. Aussies getting very creative with their defensive plays.
Pass is complete. They're near 3/4 of the field, as the Kiwis are. Looking for options and swings it with a reset. It's now here in the middle. Australia giving their relenting defense as well.
Quick give and go.
Looking downfield, he has a target, but opts to holster that. And great score again from whoever himself, Haberfield.
Oh yeah, Haberfield up on the board with his 4th goal.
They need to put somebody on number 37. You need to find him when they get close to the end zone. Really nice job of not being too chaotic when Australia threw out that zone. Patience throughout the whole point. Able to punch that one in. And another kiss to the disc from Haberfield.
But no kick.
No kick this time. All love. All love.
Australia needs to find that special sauce to keep Haberfield away from the end zone and just to stop his scoring machine.
It's a good call there, Alec. It seems Australia has to find someone, just someone, one or two players to try to shut Happerfield down.
New Zealand up 7-5.
Here on the sideline, with quick movement, but a misplay for Australia, costly, as New Zealand has the chance to give themselves a 3-point lead. Approach to the break side, and a timeout is called. We'll be back after this break.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat.
We're back from that timeout, strategic timeout from New Zealand. As
First timeout of the half.
Correct, yes. They have a chance to break again, bring us into half and a 3-point lead.
Big break opportunity for New Zealand here. Whitlock immediately shoots it. It's high. It's deep in the end zone. Did he get down? Unbelievable catch. Jumped and grabbed the disc at its highest point and just a little toe tap to bring New Zealand to half, 8-5. And look at him posing. Beautiful shot for the camera right there.
And that was brought down by number 61, Ruth Tan. And he's hyped together with that New Zealand team. So look at the replay. That play was by design after that timeout.
Wow, look at that vertical on that guy, on that catch. Kiwi is looking very comfortable at the top.
A great setup play. It looks like Tan first initiated the incock and then just burst it out from the gate.
And that's a near perfect throw to the back of the end zone. And that's going to take us to half. New Zealand up in the mixed final, 8-5.
Welcome back to the second half of this finals matchup between New Zealand and Australia. Jonna, take us through the stats.
As you look here at the stats, turnovers will be the theme here, as I believe Australia has a total of 5 turnovers. Well, out of those 5 turnovers, 3 has been converted by the Kiwis. And just clean holds is at a low score of 2 for Australian team. So it's really about the O-line trying to keep their offense smooth and clean as well. Try to convert some points, but D-line will have a chance to try to get them back into the game.
And yeah, got to step it up from the D-line here. But opportunity to get an easy point at the start with your O-line starting out. Had a little chat with New Zealand during halftime. And again, this is New Zealand's only team that they sent to AOUGC, collecting players from all around their country, making sure they could send the strongest team, but only having 2 boot camps before coming. And that could maybe be the reason that they were ranked 8th, had a 2-2 start, but really were able to put it together in the quarter and semifinals.
Apparently their first WIFDF final ever in the history of the nation's ultimate frisbee scene.
I'm sure all of their fellow Kiwis are witnessing history for their team. I'm still amazed from that report, just having 2 boot camps to prepare for this tournament. Again, they've earned their spot for this championship opportunity as Australia shoots it to near their end zone. Who's gonna win?
Wow.
And a D from number 10, Anthony Clark, for his first block. Amazing read.
And again, this New Zealand D-line putting in work. They've got a couple breaks so far. And a great play, just attacking the disc, giving New Zealand another break opportunity.
Not the start if you're Australia for the second half that they're looking for. And New Zealand shoots a hawk of their own. It's gonna be number 4, Patterson, with his second score.
Actually, that's
It's
Whitlock
Whitlock
once again. And Whitlock really making a statement.
There you
hitting
go.
that signature pose.
We tough.
We tough. 2 Fs. That's what they're saying to the camera.
If the Japanese have their bread cheeks hand signs and the Kiwis have their we tough. We tough.
We tough. Credits to Benj, our sideline reporter, for getting that information. Give us some context on that amazing pose as we look at the replay of that amazing hawk.
Just great putting to the hands of Whitlock.
And if anybody's tough, it's Whitlock. He's tough to guard, that's for sure. Good positioning by 2 Australian defenders, but just not within reach of that disc.
Game is not over yet, though. We still have about 60 minutes to go left in the match. Sorry, 47 minutes left. Still a lot of time. Australia needs to step on the gas to stay in the game.
We're definitely not in a hurry. We want to see as much ultimate frisbee, or ultimate, as we approach the final day of this tournament.
I still can't believe they put all their eggs in one team. And what a bet. It's absolutely paid off for New Zealand.
Bit of a different look for the Australian offense here, going more of a side stack to get us started. Pushing it up the field quickly, they're already all at their own end zone line.
Fakes that pass, denied by New Zealand. Stall count is rising. Tight dump there. With number 10 here at the sideline, read by 97. And gently lands down to number 3, Lipari, with his own pose as well.
Uh-oh, getting spicy here, a little taunting. by Australia, hitting his own pose. And a great break throw, a break flick to set that one up for the score.
That's Lipari, a high school teacher, club experience with Chile Ultimate, and part of the U24 team in 2018 and 2019.
Well, if he's a teacher, he better thank his sub, who must have been taken over during the week while he's been here in the Philippines.
The Aussies are pumped after that point. 9-6. They just need a couple more breaks.
Oh. Oh, that was a dirty little pose right there. He's fired up.
And it looks like, as you see the spectators here witnessing this finals, and most of them, as the local players, the Philippine crowd rooting for the Australian team.
I think they're rooting for the Kiwis. What, during the break? Ah, so the crowd is rooting for the Aussies.
Probably because
Still sore after the Kiwis beat our very own mixed team that was seeded first coming into the tournament.
still shocked, but we move on as New Zealand here looking to get a point of their own. Cheeky pass there, and great presence of mind to keep that disc alive. You can see here, 80 looking for options.
Very tight defense from
Tight
Australia.
defense for Australia. Tolkien is
Oh!
rising, and a foul is called.
Uncontested.
Uncontested.
Immediately uncontested.
It's called by Carter's, committed by number 51C. Uncontested, and this will start again. Hooks it down to the end zone. Massive players here, and number 15, Stevenson, with the score.
He says, "Are you not entertained, crowd?" Yes, we are. The Manuka is taking charge, 10-6.
A lot of style happening here in this second half. Troy Stevenson using his body to his advantage, getting his first goal of the match. And pulling out the dance moves as well.
Little interaction from him with the crowd as well. As you look at the replay, massive players here.
Look at those bodies on him, but he still came down with the disc.
Managed to get that one over two players. Nice throw. New Zealand been hucking it all afternoon. Gives it a little head spike. Everybody's mad at the disc today.
Except for Haberfield. He's been giving a kiss to the disc. And New Zealand with the pull. Australia down 4.
Out of bounds.
Looks like it as well.
First brick of the
First
game.
brick of the game.
Once again, we are in the second half. 42 minutes to go. New Zealand up 4, and the Aussies on 0.
Kind of a mistake here from the near perfect New Zealand D-line. You don't want to give the offense an opportunity to set up at the brick mark. Australia offense working quickly now as they get to set up a play. Nice throw, swinging it around the field, getting it near their own end zone line.
Fakes that forehand, and they are near their end zone. Quick 1-2 play at the edge of the end zone, and score by number 71, Kelly. Australia with a score of 7.
Crowd is loving this Australian offense. We want more from the Aussies. We want to keep this game going.
And maybe that can give them the momentum they need. Still down 3, they got to climb back into this game.
So look at the replay of that quick movement and flowing offense from Australia.
And that's 17, Maximilian with the assist. He's been doing a really good job all game. A nice give and go here. patience and just finds the cutter. Easy front cone.
Looks like the New Zealand defense had a miscomm there at the end zone. Cost them a point. And now they're receiving the pull from Australia.
Kelly, as you see, that video is hyped up, trying to amp up their teammates to mount a comeback. Pull is off. Australia's defense haven't seen any success so far. And Kiwis, or New Zealand rather, quickly moves the disc at the other side of the field. Quickly swing it to the other side. Now, 1-2 play between 99.
Oh! 99 with that fumble. Australia with a break and a chance to score.
Upline cut and shoots it downfield. Will it be caught? But a D, but none other by Haberfield.
And Australia loves to shoot it. They are not afraid. Big huck here. And Haberfield is the first one up. Good timing on that jump. Beats his chest. Wags his finger. No, no, no.
A force on O and D.
New Zealand trying to get this hold here, extend their lead. Australia with a big opportunity there, but wasted. Oh, but a bid trying to get this disc right back. New Zealand pushing the tempo. Quick 1-2 again.
That's between Ireland is leading that quick 1-2. Definitely want to redeem herself.
Aussie defense still can't quite catch up after that turnover.
Haberfield with the disc here. Shoots it to the end zone. Carefully scores by Patterson. Second score for him.
Haberfield with another assist. That's 2 on the day for him. Too tough. We too tough. Charles Patterson with his second goal as well.
All day indeed. That has been their calling card. As far as their offense is concerned, that connection has been happening throughout this game.
The Manuka is now 4 points away from bagging this championship. Oh, those Aussies must be just kicking themselves over that lost chance at breakpoint.
And credit to the Manuka females. Really good job that whole point, working the give and goes, putting in the grunt work for that offensive point to push it up the field.
We tough indeed. So far, they're just too strong, too fast for the Australia team. Again, 4 points. New Zealand 4 points away for getting their gold, but Australia is 4 points also away from tying this game. A lot of ultimate left to be played.
And an unfortunate pull there is going to give Australia the disc pretty far up the field. That's 2 pulls in a row from New Zealand that just don't put the defense in a great position. Look how far up the field Australia is going to start this one.
Zachariah Chodos with the disc. Should be an easy point for the Aussies should they connect.
Hasn't been easy so far. 0 with the disc at the edge of their end zone. Swings to 22, down to 13, fakes that break pass, looking for options. Swings it back. Great defense. Credit to the New Zealand defense to push them back further. And a bid is made unsuccessful by 21 Fleming there, but
We have a call.
a call is made.
Injury.
Injury timeout or injury stoppage. Not a call. Hopefully nothing too major. Seems Fleming was the one who called and subbed in by number 16, Owens, Madeline Owens. If you look here.
Misread.
Almost get it.
Yes.
Almost get it. And as we said, Australia had a gimme. They started the point just steps away from their end zone, but unable to convert. And now if you're New Zealand, your mouth must be watering because you were in a tight spot to start this point.
Dump finally made. Up like lateral cut is denied, but flicks it to the break side for New Zealand. All alone, no one's marking her. Easy forward pass there. Holsters that hawk. Quick movement by the D by number 17, Maximilian Howden. Gives Aussies a chance here.
Big play. Australia needs this hold. Can't be giving up any more breaks.
Great read by number 44, Barkham. Swings it. Pass was a little too high, but able to grab it and keep that disc alive. At the other side of the end of the field, rather. Upline cock, cheapy catch there. Almost near. Someone's open for Australia, other side, but 1-2 is still on this side. 0 with the disc. Passes 36. And he gets that score to go. Number 0, Zachariah Chotos with its second score. Cuts the deficit to 3.
Score is now 11-8. New Zealand up. 32 minutes left in the game.
Had the chance to mark up against Zachariah in the last AOUGC in 2019. He is a great handler. Quick movement there. And they were composed. They gave away the disc, were able to come back, get that hold, and cut this lead to 3.
That's credit to Maximilian Howden to stop that New Zealand offense a while ago. Gives them a chance to get back into this game.
But for the O-line, a lot more effort than you would have liked to exert on that point, considering that pull went out of bounds just steps away from the end zone. You got to take those opportunities to save your legs and get the defense right back on the field.
We have the Aussies pulling to the Kiwis. New Zealand looking to score.
And Australia would definitely want to get this break and score, as I believe if they get this break and score, it will be a momentum changing. I believe it will be a momentum changing play and score if they get the break. Looks like no one's marking the New Zealand handler there.
Wide open pass to number 12.
That's correct. Back to the middle for the Kiwis.
Oh, what a put by Haberfield.
But looks like 15 Australia able to get the D. That's James Osmond. Not sure if there was a miscommunication as well from the New Zealand team.
Doesn't matter. The Aussies are going to take it. Unforced error, a rare unforced error from Haberfield.
And New Zealand kind of started their offense in a side stack, I think causing a little confusion, allowing New Zealand to get some easy throws. But then, yeah, miscomm. And now a D by New Zealand. They get it right back. Can they punch it in? Haberfield with the disc.
Swings it to number 15. Back to Haberfield. 21.
Haberfield streaking, trying to get that disc. He gets it, looks for options here. A foul or a call is made on the field. Stoppage
Looks
of play.
like a pick call away from the disc.
Just looking at Haberfield, doesn't look tired, doesn't look... He just has this calm demeanor. It looks like a timeout will be called. Strategic at that. It will be back after this break.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat.
Timeout is over in the second half of this mixed division final between the New Zealand Manukas and the Australian Barramundis. Any thoughts, guys, on the two teams playing?
From what I've gathered from, I was a sideline reporter earlier during the women's Australian team and also the Open Australian team, and it's just really looking at point at point. They don't have to win big each point. As you can see here, Haberfield will reset play for New Zealand. And he is just juking out the Australian defender there.
Baited his defender, and his defender fell for it.
Reason why a momentary switch from Haberfield's defense.
Are we watching basketball? There's a lot of pick and rolls happening on the field.
And it looks like a call is made.
A lot of switching going on for the Australian defense. They had a good plan to kind of come out with a more zone look for their handler defense. Give some help to each other, make sure they couldn't shoot it towards the end zone.
Looks like Jeremy Ha will have that tough assignment to guard Haberfield. Hands on the knees. He looks exhausted, but
It's a thankless job, but somebody has to do it on
I
the Australian side.
believe all of us, all from the D line, definitely understands that it is a thankless job. I believe Tucker will definitely agree with me.
It's a thankless job, but it feels so good when you can shut them down, when you can get a D.
Doesn't show on the stats as much, but here we go. Credit to the Australian defense, pushing them back. A little
Poaching
dive,
that
poach
lane.
defense, someone's open, and number 12 pulls it in.
We got a spike from number 12, Anna Crosby. Costly decision to make a poachy defensive mark in the passing lane, which kind of left her open at the end zone.
Here's that wheat tough pose, number 12, Anna Crosby, 10 years of playing ultimate. School experience, played for the University of Auckland. Is currently playing for the Misfits, another well-known Australian team. As you look at the replay, they didn't understand. It was a costly poaching defense from Australia.
And out of the timeout, New Zealand was patient enough to not turn it over again. Got that hold, brought their lead up.
It looks like we have a timeout, and we'll be back after this break.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, being in cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat.
And we're back from that heat break. Tucker, do you think it's too late in the game for Australia to make these defensive decisions?
Not too late in the game for Australia. They got to just step up the defensive intensity a little bit. They've been varying it up. And if you watched the men's final or the women's final at all, both Australian teams seem to really step up the intensity in these closing points. So I'll be looking for the mixed team to do the same here. But I would suggest starting to stack up those D-lines if you want a shot at the gold here in the last few points, the mixed final.
Australia 4 points away from evening the match against the New Zealand team. 24 minutes left. Australia to receive the pole. Still lots of time, but they need to make their move.
An O-line hold here. A nice quick point would be huge.
Huge indeed. Quick point. Definitely would give more confidence to their Australian D-line as well. And here we go, Australia. It looks like Tucker, a different look from New Zealand defense.
Yeah, a lot more open spaces in this point.
New Zealand kind of throwing a little bit of a zone here, making this O-line work, keeping them guessing.
Australia patient with their decisions here, but as just I said, that hammer time is complete. Right,
Hammer from Chodos.
right on cue, as just I was saying, patient offense. He shoots that hammer throw. Looks like he heard me from a mile away saying, I'm not that patient. Another one. Will it be good? It is. 44 brings it down. That's Claire Barkham.
36 with the assist. That's Christopher Stoddard. Recognized 44, who was way open in the end zone and threw a hammer right into her hands.
2 crossfield hammers during this same point. Ridiculous throwing ability to bring Australia within 3. But as we said, it's going to be all up to this D-line. They've only had 1 break throughout the game. Need to get another one here to pull them a bit closer.
That's 2 hammer throws. We mentioned we were looking for those type of throws, and timely, it looks like they're pulling all the stops here with the game on the line, gold on the line.
Time to bring out all the tools from the box.
Correct. Time to bring out the tools indeed. And their favorite one, a hammer.
Australia pulls.
You can see the crowd right into it in this game. A lot of cheers all over the world, all over the field.
New Zealand receiving that pull deep in their own end zone. Australia finally trying to turn up the pressure, pushing them back even further.
Haberfield's got the disc and fakes that hawk. I thought he was going to release it. Had me a fool there. Oh. Pass was a little bit behind, but able to get it. Quick swings, opening up the field for New Zealand. Quick forward pass. It's going to be long and caught. And they're near their end zone. Haberfield with the disc again. Patient, looking for the reset. Stumbling there, and an injury stoppage for 21. Joe
Penaya with 3 assists so far in the game.
Is it an injury timeout? injury stoppage, and it looks like, yes, it looks like it is. He signaled it, and Australian confirms it as well. So look here, he stumbles. Looks like that was the reason.
Might have rolled his ankle.
Hopefully nothing too major. Subbed in by number 14, Robertson. Will start play for New Zealand. Haberfield, oh, just jukes his defender out. And a big attempt from Australia is no good. And number 15 scores. That's Stevenson.
A walk in the park for Haberfield in that point.
Just jukes out Jeremy Ha.
Big man point.
Big man point indeed.
Troy Stevenson, a couple of goals, an assist on the day. But really the highlight coming from Haverford there as he is isolated in the middle, jukes out his defender. And that's going to allow them to push this one in for the score. Great bid from Australia, but not close enough. This is going to be a better angle. Ooh. That defender got juked out of his shoes, and then, oh, a great bid, and
Oh my gosh.
Troy Stevenson is looking back at him.
Spicy looks. Bombastic side eye from Stevenson. Great point for the Kiwis.
They have all the confidence here as they lead it by 4, just 2 points away from calling it a day. Australia, again, the pole is a little bit too near for New Zealand stays, but the brick mark, and as you mentioned, Tucker, it's not something you want if you're New Zealand to have Australia settle their offense, give them any momentum, and they really,
A drop from the Australian squad. New Zealand has a chance to break, to be 1 point closer to the gold medal
That's
in
what I
this mixed
said. You
divition
didn't
final.
want Australia to settle their defense, an unforced error there, but a D from Australia, and that's number 71, Michael Kelly.
Great D there, giving the offense a chance to get this one back.
Diving
pick
catch,
called.
but the pick call, yep. .44 will keep the disc. That's Barkham.
And the Australian offense just not as clean as they would have liked. Like you said, they got to start this point at the brick mark, and the first throw, just a little miscommunication, just out of reach.
16, Zoe Reisner will be marking 44. Barkham, disc will start, play will start. Reset for Australia. New Zealand pushing Australia down, but shooting pass near. A great grab to keep that disc alive for Australia. And gets it to goal. Number 13.
All
Holly
yellow
Reid.
shirts in that end zone. Australia desperately needed that point, and they are still in this match, 13-10.
Nice catch there by Maximilian, saving that throw. And then able to get it to Holly, number 13. Her first goal of the match. Again, Aussie O-line making themselves work a little bit more, but it's going to be all up to this D-line to see if they can get a stop.
Pass was made from Michael Kelly, who I believe got the D earlier. So it's a great way to respond. And a timeout is made. We'll be back from a short break.
Pocari Sweat presents The Sweat You Forget. Hello there, I'm Carrie. You see, it's the sweat that you forget that's dehydrating you. Like work from home overtime, oversleeping, cold temperatures, having caffeinated drinks, or alcohol, fighting a fever, and even crying. But you can always recover with Pocari Sweat. Because of these ions, we can help with your body's rehydration. So remember the sweat you forget, and always stay hydrated. Pocari Sweat.
We're back from that time out.
I don't know about you guys, but there is a stark difference in the weather where these two teams come from. It's winter right now over at the southern hemisphere, and I'm sure adjustment to this Manila heat was a little difficult for them.
Showing no signs of fatigue here, though, as both teams, an excellent display of talent in the mixed final. New Zealand leading 13-10, and they're set to receive here.
And to your point, I believe you were speaking about this, Tucker. Australia's got to get a score, a block, a defense, and a score here, because if you're down 4-0 and 14-0, I think that's 14-10. That's a tough assignment for Australia to get back. New Zealand, 17. He's got the disc here. Threads the needle, fakes that hook, holsters it in, looking for options, swings it down the middle. Mainly the women handling, carrying this New Zealand offense. Stevenson with the disc, looking for options. Maybe look for a hammer here, but a call is made.
Great job by the mark there, really shutting down any options. Stall count was getting high, kind of got bailed out by a downfield call.
Disc is tapped in, looking for options. Stevenson is, the call is made on the field.
Looks like another pick away
Yes.
from the disc. Stevenson may be looking for Haberfield over at the end zone.
The different matchup there, number 11 from Australia has that assignment. That's Pauling, and looks
There
like
you
you're
go.
correct. Haberfield brings it in.
Called it. Stevenson looking for the other big man at the end zone. Haberfield-Stevenson connection again.
And his eyes were locked on him the entire time. Didn't matter where he cut, he was going to be throwing it to Haberfield. And a big, big hammer puts New Zealand up 14-10. 1 point stands between them and the championship here at AOUGC.
That I was mentioning earlier, you didn't want that to happen for Australia. So look at the replay. Hammer throw to Haberfield.
I only have eyes for you. That's what Stevenson said. Haberfield right there with that hammer.
Looks like someone's got a singing voice here, Tucker.
Stick around after the broadcast for some karaoke.
For our Patreon subscribers.
I'm sure.
New Zealand within one. Australia needs this point to stay in the match.
We'll see how it goes. Defense will be led by Whitlock for New Zealand. Australia. Will it be game, set, match for New Zealand, Australia?
Oh!
And another unforced error from Australia, New Zealand. A chance to win it all. Hammer time. Is it good? But no one's there.
A bizarre throw. Maybe a little too much confidence in his receivers on that one.
Just a little too excited, Tucker, over at the end zone.
When you've got the championship point within your grasp, it's hard not to get excited.
Maybe the 4-point lead enabled her to give her that confidence. Here, 22 will have the disc, quickly swings it down to number 44. Barkham swings it back to 22. Dang!
Everyone is yelling at the sideline right now.
Intense point here. Australia needs to get this hold. Give their D-line a chance to bring them back in this game. Much more patient here now. But a good job by New Zealand to contain.
71 jukes out his defender to get that reset. Great pass to open up the field. 0. Jodos has the disc, floats it to number 13 with the disc, looking for options, swings it down the middle. 0. Jodos back to number 12. It's between two of them.
And the
13
heat
rather.
definitely playing a factor here. You can see both sides are exhausted. Coming to a close. Who wants it more?
Oh!
An inside throw, a beautiful bid, and Zachariah gets that one for Australia, bringing it within 3, 11-14.
That pass had a lot of zip there. And needed so, as the New Zealand marker was trailing right behind Zachariah. His 3rd goal for the game. All smiles for him, but he looks exhausted. As you look at the
Aussies are
replay-
still in the game.
Exactly, as you look at the replay. A pass there from Kelly. Whoa!
Good inside break. A bid there from New Zealand, but just a little too late. And a great camera angle here. Nice job. Shout out to the cameraman. That was beautiful. Got to see that whole play develop.
Thank you for mentioning that. Kudos to all the people behind the scenes, really. From the marshals to the game advisors, everyone giving us a better picture from the camera angles to the sound guys, really. Kudos to everyone. As we come near to this end of this match, or maybe not,
New Zealand definitely has a chance to close this and get this medal inside their bag. Stevenson prematurely celebrating maybe, let's see.
We'll see that. Stevenson happily playing that role.
Australia D-line only one break in this game. Let's see if they can make a statement here and try to shut down New Zealand.
Just checking on the field. If Haberfield is in the... And he is, just looking here, he has this, holsters that. Stevenson grabs the disc here. And looks like a turnover.
A break for Australia.
An unforced error from Stevenson, a bit too casual of a throw there that just floats a little too high.
But
Gives the Australian defender an opportunity to swat that one away. Nice play.
here we go. Start to feel Aussies. Australia, 97's got that disc. A bit there from New Zealand, but no good. Right at the edge. Zone goes to the end zone. A great D from number 5, Patterson.
Australia had their chance right there, but it was not the smartest decision to throw that in the end zone with 2 Kiwis defending.
And Patterson, a nice job of just running up to that disc. Really nice jump in motion to get a hand on that one.
Stevenson's mark a little too far, I believe, but looks like another missed throw from him again. Gives the Australian team a chance. Zips it next to Australia here, near their end zone. Quick 1-2, a bit from New Zealand, no good. And will get the diving catch, but no good. Number
Dropped
9.
by number 9, Dennis Tran. Another chance missed by Australia.
and giving New Zealand an opportunity. Australia's got to be kicking themselves. You need to punch in these break opportunities.
Haberfield demands a disc right now, being guarded by number 34, Copland rather. Another person who has a tough assignment here. 99 is open. That's Ireland. Quick pass to number 17. Haberfield definitely swings it. Will this be it? But looks like no good.
Another chance for Australia at the break. Will they be able to convert? They should. They have to.
And both sidelines giving some encouragement to their team. Super loud. This is a hard-fought point here.
Australian team, another chance, third chance in this point.
97 with the disc. It's Jeremy Ha setting the play for the Australian team.
Need to take advantage of these break opportunities. You don't get many of these throughout the final.
Hammer.
A hammer to open space, it seems.
Number 5 has the disc here. And Stevenson shut down. Almost a turnover for 21. Number 0's got the disc. Haberfield, a bid from Australia, no good. He's got the disc. Hammer thrown is holstered. 37 brings it to number 8. Haberfield demanding it, upline cut.
Oh.
A bid there from Australia, no good. And will it be championship point for New Zealand? Patterson brings it down for the gold.
Haberfield again getting another assist, and we saw this connection all game long. Haberfield, Patterson, they're getting hoisted up as New Zealand, the Manukas, give us one final pose. We tough as they take this one, the Masters champions in mixed division.
New Zealand putting all their eggs into their mixed team. What a bet, and it has paid off. What a debut performance at the mixed AOUGC finals for the New Zealand squad. I love it. I love New Zealand. That's like my favorite country to visit. Welcome to Manila, New Zealand Manukas. And that wraps up our AOUGC coverage. It's been 5 days of high-level Frisbee here in Manila, Alabang Country Club. We'd like to thank everyone who participated in the tournament, all the organizers, WFDF or WIFDF, AOUGC, and of course, your commentators. We have JP, Benj,
Tucker,
Jonathan here,
and Mel. We close it out. Thank you as well to Upstream TV for helping us out with coverage. See you next time in 4 years, the next AOUGC. Thank you, everyone, for watching, and bye.
and subscribe.